Hello everybody and welcome to Total Annihilation Replays. Today I've got a classic game for you here. We've got DaWicked versus R4ctice, aka Snoop versus Pacer, from 2000 and oh man, I should have had some notes written down. I'm trying to get these knocked out. 2003 or 2004, and this is on Gasplant Plain in OTA. So I know it's been a while since we've had one of these, so I figured we might as well check out some of the classic demos here. And I don't know if I have any of Snoop and Pacer on here. So I've played games with both of these guys. They're excellent players. Played a lot back on Zone back in the day. So that's where you may be familiar with them. They were in the N1 clan, so I believe 4 of them. Well, so it was Snoop, Iggy, Rick, Pacer, and RVD. Yeah, I think it was those 5. There might have been one more, but they were split off from the N clan. So you can see here they're in the N, aka the Nemesis clan. And that's where they came from here. So looks like pretty standard starts here for Gasplant Plain and OTA. Walking 2 mexes. Pacer says, I can't seem to beat you. Snoop seems to be dominating the series that they're playing right here. Looks like Snoop is going to walk 3 mexes, Pacer doing the same. I'll get the speed up here a little bit in the beginning. Okay. Gotta find a place to put this right here. Both vehicle, most likely. Just to do, they're talking about a big bomber run. It might have been an air first in a previous one. Both of these here were right about, bomber you can go and get it out in about 2 minutes and should be showing up about 2:15 on Gasplant Plain. So you'd have to be dropping your missile towers right now when the bomber would be showing up. But it looks like both don't believe that the other is going to go bomber. So Snoop has started out here with, oh, there you go. So he's got a missile tower up. And also protect against a Jeffy rush. Snoop going 2 cons first, whereas Pacer is going all flash. So, and Snoop, so yeah, 2 cons and then to flash himself. So question is, are these flash going to be able to get there and be destructive enough? He really needs to get a con for this to be effective. Attacking from multiple angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 3 flashes, 2 cons, 2 missile towers. There we go. Now comes the first con from Pacer. So that's the thing with the missile tower coming out, then Pacer's going to know that there's a cons nearby. And here he goes. He finds the vulnerable cons. Snoop is out of position. Looks like he was going to go chase that one right there. Let's see if he's able to pull it and get these. Nice little move by Snoop there, comes in. And the cons get away. Well, for now. Needs to get them further back. Yeah, he's still not chasing them. He gets the mexes. But then he's also coming in down here, taking out these. Let me slow this down a little bit. He's going mostly for the mexes, not for the construction units. That's a little bit surprising. But and the energy too. It looks like the move may have paid off. He's got Snoop completely out of mexes. Snoop is counterattacking, but just with a single Jeffy at this point. 0 mexes cap. He's down to 1.5 metal income. But he does have those 2 construction units alive. He only left, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wrecks, looks like. Nice job there by Pacer getting that con back. And now he's having his commander go for a walk. And he snuck a con into the corner here. Let's see if Snoop finds it. He's got radar there. Uh-oh, he's coming in. Sees it on radar, he goes to take off and slip away. Excellent reaction there. And then the mech disappears right as he shows up too, so he doesn't have any evidence, except for that right there. Just a quick little drive-by. He must not have been paying attention. Oh, there he goes. He sees it now. But by this point, Pacer's already ready to intercept. And Snoop goes for the con, but is unable to get it. Leaves a decent amount of wreckage. Pacer has walked his comm out and walked back. And so now there's nothing over here. He brought all his flashes down to cover. He can't get back up there, so he's making the right move. You see, he's just doing a little base trade action. He's saying, okay, I lost my side, you can lose yours too. Snoop still hasn't recovered here. You can see he's still working on getting his mexes up. He knows that the con is still here. Again, sees it on radar. He's going to try and run. Little distraction here for him. And maybe the con can get away. Nope, I don't think it's going to get away. These guys have just been busy up here. And again, coming in. Snoop's got plenty of E to D gun, but he's just not in position. He doesn't want to take out his wins. Again, Pacer wiping out all his mexes at the start. And Snoop has not been able to do that back to him. This is a decent amount of wreckage, though, so it's just a matter of whether or not he can recap this. He is stalling right now with the +4 metal. At this point, if you're Snoop, you got to grab that wreck and then build, because he's building missile towers up here, and he's just stalling on those while building the flash. So, definitely flustered. Scott's just going around the world tour. Looks like the world tour is coming to an end, though. Impatient lets it go. In the meantime, he's getting his second vehicle factory up, and he's got 2 construction units out. So he's catching up with Snoop with regards to build power, and he's just ahead at this point in metal by about 1,000. Snoop, nice little maneuvers there. Draws up the flashes. He's able to come down and get the metal extractor that he was originally protecting. Takes out the radar too. So this is an excellent position for this radar. You can see, like, he's got the coverage for it, and Snoop's just not able to find it. Khan is in danger, although this commander's right here. Pacer not able to get there. Not able to get there on time. Accidentally deguns the wreck too. That is most unfortunate. And now it's Snoop's turn to go ahead and cause havoc in the back. Doesn't have shoot all on. Oh, but he does not get the metal extractor. Snoop's finally back to his vehicle plant working on a 3rd construction unit. So he hasn't lost any, but he's in more trouble. This is why I like to have at least 1 missile tower in the back of my base, just in case something like that happens. Pacer trying the same avenue of attack. And there's just a decent amount of wrecks right here. It's just that Snoop isn't able to grab him. Too many missile towers here for him to be able to get on the north side anymore, unless he goes right around the back. Snoop keeps driving in on the top side here. And he finally gets that metal extractor. Takes care of all the wins too. These two guys right there need to be moving. You got it. That's the thing is with these flashlights, it's really hard just to be all over the place. Flash is going to be the best unit. Nice job right here by Pacer, parking it on the metal extractor. Doesn't leave the wreck. Pacer working on another con, but he is desperately short on energy at this point. It looks like he's got 4 wins left. So, and Snoop's not in much better shape. It looks like he's got a single win. So this is just a stall fest, except now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 construction units. So he pulled down, did he pull down the ones from up here? He did. So he moved his commander up here, and he pulled down the cons that were there. So this is a lot of work, of build power he's got right there. And so this is the time that Pacer needs to attack, and he needs to attack right here in the same place that he's been attacking, although the commander was just there. So it might be that Pacer's thinking he needs to go somewhere else, and he does. So he runs right into all these missile towers. You can see how he's got them spread out here, so it takes time for the flashes to move from one to the next. It's not just going to be where they're all together hooked in a line. So, whereas this amount of flashes wouldn't be able to take these missile towers down if they were next to one another, they weren't. So, and the key prize right here, all these missile towers survive. So that is a boon to Snoop right there. Gets to wipe out the flashes, and he's got more cons out here. So, he may have himself a comeback on the way. You can see he's already getting more missile towers up here, again, spread out in the same fashion. Both of them using the commander to quickly drop some energy. Neither of them have taken their corners yet. Although Snoop's, this is a decent position for the commander right here. He's got the radar up, he's going to be able to see. He can quickly put out some missile towers or other defenses. Nope, this attack stalls. He doesn't. Again, not having shoot all on, he doesn't get the metal extractor without having to click on it. It's an interesting move. In a lot of these earlier games, shoot all was not just kind of something you always did. Cleaned him off the metal extractors at this point. I wonder if Snoop's catching up. Yep. Snoop has caught back up. This nice little D-gun here is going to put him back in the game, too, when it comes to the unit count, because he's going all cons at this point. There you go. Another con. Another con. Pacer just keeps sending these small groups of flashes in. Misses the shot there. There you go. He tags that one. That miss might cost him. It does. The construction unit goes down. Pacer gets one in the back. But nothing there yet. Another world traveler here, going for a nice little hike. Komm mit zum Wandern, I believe is what they say in Deutschland. Although both these players are Americans. Another vehicle plant down. Nothing but construction units. Going advanced here. I know that was happening. So very commonly in these in Gasplant Plain games, you'd want to get that Bertha out. But, you know, it's about a 5,000 metal investment. He's gonna likely reclaim his advanced lab to get the Bertha going. So that's a lot of units you can have. But if you're sending them into the commander or sending them right here, kind of trickling them into spread out missile towers, it becomes difficult to it becomes difficult to use your unit advantage. So his attacks are just too small at this point. Pacer does have his back mexes capped. Snoop is still working on that. So at this point, I want to say that Pacer's probably slightly ahead in production, although he's having an energy problem. And there we go. Snoop is also capping the geos. And his advance is done. There you go. So you see, first thing he does, advanced construction unit. And so as is, here we go, he's running right into the commander again. But he doesn't have any E to D gun, but Pacer doesn't realize it. That was enough flashes to take down the commander. Usually when you see the commander, you kind of want to assume that he's got enough energy to D gun, and you're going to split. So, and where the energy is going is right here. Advanced cons take a lot of energy to build. Here you go, you can see he jams up the lab. He's got a con to fix that though. Snoop finally building units again. Still all cons down here. Geos also take a decent amount of energy to build. See, he's reclaiming some gas bags to get the energy he needs. Pacer going all units. He's hooked to some winds. He's got his geos started here. Whenever I play this, I tended to really try and focus on getting my geos up quickly, if I could. Here we go. This time does Snoop have enough energy to D-gun, or is he in trouble? Again, not D-gunning, Pacer not realizing that the commander is quite vulnerable right now. He's busy just tagging cons, but Snoop's got cons to spare. Sneaks by, but gets hung up in the trees, and Snoop will likely be able to protect his metal extractors here. There it goes. Again, just, what was this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right into the commander. Pacer, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Save him up. Pacer's got some metal extractors, metal makers going. He's got a geo up. Snoop's got one of his geos up. Using radar to target down the units. Second construction, there it is, right there. The biggest of Berthas. She's a large lady. Finally taking his flashes, putting them somewhere where the commander is not. A lot of missile towers to break through here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicle factories compared to 1, 2, 3. But this, as you can see, he's got his commander on it right now. I'm surprised he's still building advanced cons. And not focusing on reclaiming that to get the Bertha done faster. But I guess he's got a decent amount of wreckage to clean up. There he goes. So you can see now he's reclaiming the advanced vehicle plant. That'll be used to get that Bertha finished, and then also to work on a airplane. So you can see he's using his missile towers to damage the vehicle plant faster, so that way he can reclaim it quicker. And a Guardian is up and shooting the gas bags. So this is poorly timed again. He's sending these flashes in a little bit before he has a chance to take down the missile towers with the Guardian. So this will secure him this wreck field. Big attack, finally focused. And he's got enough to break through. He does it. So by not having shoot all on, he leaves these mexes up, but he by not shooting the winds, he was able to focus on the missile towers. There he goes. So he's got one geo down. Decent amount of flashes that managed to break through. Second geo, but the big Bertha is up at this point. And it's hitting a gas bag. So that did a decent amount of damage. This is a nice little wreck field. He should have this secured. He's creeping in with the Guardians. Looks like he's targeting that factory. See, he's got his scouts up. So because these Guardians are here, he can actually take this Bertha. There you go. You can see he's turning it. He will likely shoot a gas bag. That's exactly what he meant to target. And another gas bag. Because it's hitting the way gas bags work, you have to hit them at the bottom for them to ignite. And so the Bertha is hitting it at the top of the gas bag. And so it's not It's not. It's not igniting it. It's building another Bertha right here. Pacer's sweeping upward here. I think that's okay to try and clear some of these, but I really think you want to come in and secure that wreck field with it. You can see he's getting himself a nice little salient here using the Guardians. Just buys it out. It looks like he's short on E. There he goes. Now he's shooting again. But he is just shooting gas bags. Gotta reclaim them. There we go. Scores a hit on the Guardian. Again, attacking a different point. If you're Pacer, I think you want to pressure here. Although, if you do this, you potentially can find and catch out the Big Bertha. If you surprise him with an attack where if he's expecting to defend down here. I don't see any evidence that Pacer's really reacting to the Big Bertha other than he's getting advanced up of his own. Meaning that he's going to try and counter the Bertha with Bertha rather than going with bombers. It's still shooting the gas bag. Second Bertha's up now. This gas bag is taking this is best MVP on Pacer's team. It's a 2v1 right now. Gas bag and Pacer versus Snoop. Decent numbers here. Only a handful of missile towers to stop. There we go. You can see Pacer moving in. That's what you want to do, take over that territory so you can take it and hold it. Grab those wrecks too. Keep the units flowing. He's got more factories now, which he's going to need because the Berthas are going to start taking him out because there's 2 Berthas on him. And the comm has come down to say hi. D-gunning. Pacer going for the kill this time, unable to get it. Pacer sending flashes in the directions of where the Bertha shots are coming from. There you go, his advance is out. Let's see if he's got a Bertha on the way. And here he goes, so he's through. Let's see if he sees him. Nope, he just turns away. The last second there. Oh man. Oh, and the gas bag explosion didn't damage the Bertha. He finds one. He's going to get to take it down with the flashes. It's just more satisfying than with bombers. A big explosion takes out the flashes too. Unfortunately, what he did do is he cleared out his own teammate right here. So now the gas bag is open, and the more senior Bertha is now able to open fire. So it looks like he's going to get the air plant too. Takes out the mechs. As Pacer, just really good aggression here. This is the thing: is units beat the Big Bertha. If you've got equivalent metal, you got to think 50 flashes versus a Big Bertha. 50 flashes are going to win. But now he's spending that metal on a Bertha of his own, which let's see where he's putting it. He's got an advanced con out. There it is, right there, in the gas bags. Looks like the forward Guardian got taken out by the Bertha, finally, now that the gas bag is clear. And he's got his air up, so he's able to scout. Still hasn't found... there you go. He's got a new friend right there. Let's see if he's having the same issue with his own Bertha. No energy. Well, he's got energy. I don't know why he's not shooting. Big flash attack coming right up the middle. Snoop's just saving flashes up here, most likely to try and get a base trade push. LLTs they will do a decent job against the flashes. Does he see it? He had it in line of sight there. It's like he's flying his scouts and his flashes just to the side. There he goes. He's got it spotted. So he's able to get through, but he's not able to get the Bertha. But there it goes. His own big Bertha scores the shot. That's a game winner right there. If you can manage to seal the deal now. So he's got the Bertha up. He's got the unit advantage. This is the one thing that Snoop has going for him. There's not enough here to stop. Let's see if Snoop actually realizes it. Snoop is in trouble. You can see he's having trouble keeping up with everything too. He's got a bunch of idle cons down here. Pacer's con must not have survived as it came in to pick up the wreckage. Is he targeting down the advance? That'd be really smart. It looks like he's targeting the advanced vehicle. Because usually you'd only build 1 or 2, and then you reclaim the factory. So if he kills the advance con, then... well, he's got this one here still too, but then he has trouble retaliating with a Bertha of his own. So yeah, he's got it targeted. It doesn't have a way of cloaking, so he's not going to be able to drop the target on it. Although he did move it out of range, it looked like. The very back end. Another big Bertha on its way. And here comes that big flash attack. It's just pushed in the wrong spot. This is exactly where Pacer would want him to attack. See the cons getting taken out by the big Bertha. And down that goes. Things are looking pretty good for Pacer right now. He's just saying how he's having trouble beating Snoop. And it looks like he might be able to pull it off. One Bertha there. He's probably got a second one. Yep, second one right there. It's shooting gas bags. But it's going to be the units that win the game. There we go. So he's got this right here so he can store the metal and pour it into another big Bertha in the back of the base. Pacer just needs more construction units. You can see he's just got more factories than Snoop does, so he's going to be able to stay ahead when it comes to the unit production. This is time for shoot all. All those wins need to go down. Blocks up this factory right there with the Samson wreck. Getting sloppy here. He's not grouping up Samsons and kind of sending them in one at a time. And a stumpy sighted. They're useful in OTA for these kind of situations where you get a lot of wrecks and you want them to kind of be meat shields, but you can't build too many of them. I would build raiders every now and then. And here we go. Snoop's got another Bertha up. And this one's busy shooting a gas bag too. Something you just got to pay attention to. Even in the newer mods, it is entirely possible that your Berthas, Intimidators will just be shooting gas bags and not shooting things you actually want them to shoot. Like that Geo right there. I think Pacer's in great shape. Yeah, he's got both his Geos up, but this is right now. He's in a Bertha battle because he's getting hit and he's only shooting a gas bag himself. So, and then we also got the issue here of he's just sending in these units, you know, 1 or 2 at a time into hundreds of missile towers. It appears to be here. He needs to actually group up before he can win this push. So don't drop it now, Pacer. Scouts. He probably was clicking on the factory there, but I don't know if he saw the Bertha. And this one right here. So this is one of the other things you can do too. Is you want to set your Bertha. You tell it to stop what it's shooting at, then you set it to return fire. So when it gets nicked like that, it then automatically targets the other Bertha. Especially if you've got a higher veteran Bertha than he does, then you're going to get the winning shot on him. So there you go. So it's, you see it took a slight amount of damage right there. It would be able to find it and start shooting it. So you can see there's another one up right here. So this is, he's got two, again, just shooting gas bags. You got to clear the lanes of fire. Okay, so he's grouping up, but he's grouping up within missile tower range. The other thing too is going K-bots, getting some Rockos out. Rockos are excellent base busters when it comes to killing missile towers. All these missile towers too also provide good air cover. It's going to stop Pacer from being able to find the Bertha. So he's got this grouped attack pressing right in the middle. The problem with the salient again is he's just surrounded by missile towers. And he's driving right into the teeth of these two LLTs. The other thing you got to do too is you got to keep that economy going. You can see he's doing it. He's got winds going. Let's see, did he get another Bertha up? He's working on another one. Not a bad call just to have the Bertha start tackling the missile tower for us. Yeah, so he's got them all set. So he fired all three at that immediately, took that one out. This is the one he needs to find. I wonder how much work it's doing back here. 6 kills. It's not doing that much work. This one I think was on 12. Now it's at 27, so it's a pretty veteran Bertha. You just set them to fire at will, and then fly a scout over. They'll all pick a target and take it out. So you can see which is that what they're doing right there. There you go. He gets one of the LLTs. It's going to help his units get through. This point Pacer's way ahead, about 20,000 in metal. So Snoop just not able to clean up all this wreckage. So he's moving in here even more factories, more units. And one of his Berthas is down. That was dangerous. I think Snoop just spotted his comm. Yep, yeah, he's targeting the Bertha. Now his comm's going up to protect it. Dangerous territory. Ooh, and then the Bertha shot snipes his comm and takes him out. Sorry I missed the shot. But yes, that was the... found it and then targeted it with 3 veteran... Well, I guess he would have 2 veteran Big Berthas at that point and nailed him. But at that point, Pacer was pretty far ahead. So... And there you have it. Here's the final stats. We've got victory to Pacer. Just more metal produced. You see the guys are just trying to having trouble controlling it all in the end there with the excess metal, excess energy. Yeah, nice recovery by Snoop there to bring himself back into the game after Pacer managed to take out a start. But he just didn't have what it takes to finish the game there. And good job by Pacer on finally securing the win against his clanmate there. So, thank you for joining me today for this piece of Total Annihilation history. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button as well. And I will catch you all next time with another video. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.